Hey guys, my name's Mark, and it's been a little while since I put up any videos, but I thought I'd get back into it because I have time to do it now. Um, the game you're going to be watching is a game of Black Ops 2 that I played last night. As you can see, it's on Nuketown 2025, and if you're a person who plays Black Ops 2, if you're interested in the game at all, I happen to be playing with no perks right now. There's camos and achievements and things you can unlock for different guns by getting kills with no perks or no attachments, and this gun I'm actually almost done with. I think I need one more Bloodthirsty using only this gun, and I will unlock the gold camo, which I don't end up doing this game, but the reason I chose it is because my team will actually end up losing, and it's kind of funny that the final kill cam is on me. But it's a good game for me personally, and moreover, given that Nuketown 2025 is such a small map, if you played Black Ops 1 and know the original Nuketown, you know how chaotic it can be. It's just a very, very intense game, especially towards the second half. It's very fun, very, very fast-paced, and at the end of the day, the point of playing video games is fun, and I think this is an entertaining game both to play and hopefully to watch. But um, I guess what I wanted to talk about is this is an interesting time of the year. It always is because school is starting up again, and some of you might have already graduated, or you might still be in school, and it's always part exciting and part scary and part a lot of different things when school starts again. And this semester for me is particularly interesting because it's my last one. I've been in college for 4 years, and so this is going on year 4.5. It's my last semester, and so that in itself is pretty cool because it means that what month is it? It's September, so October, November, January. No, fuck, I know my months. September, October, November, December. So in like 3.5, 4 months, I will be a college alumni, which is cool, of course. Proud of getting this far, assuming I don't fail all my classes this semester. But it's also just very different, exciting but different, because it's pretty crazy when I think that I've spent my entire life in school. I guess maybe apart from age 1 and 2, and I wasn't in school yet, but my whole life has been school, and of course school changes. Unlike what's that line that Solid Snake says? It's like war never changes. But school changes. You go to kindergarten, and then you go to elementary school, and then middle school, and high school, and college, and it gets harder, and it gets different. You get more freedom and more responsibilities. But I've still been in school my whole life, and I've been at this long enough that you kind of get into the pattern of things, and especially the college pattern of going to school, where you go to your class, and you take notes, and do the homework, and do the midterms, and kind of get through it. This semester in particular for me is interesting, not only because it's my last one, but because I'm not actually a full-time student, meaning that I have a lot more free time, and I'm going to have a lot more free time this semester than I have in the past. And that's awesome and all. I'm not stupid enough to pretend that having as much free time as I now do is a bad thing. It's not. It's awesome, but it's I hope I'm not rambling too much here. But having as much free time as I have is different. It's unfamiliar because, especially during school, I'm used to being a little bit too busy. I'm used to having to make checklists of all the different homework I have to do and the papers I have to write and upcoming deadlines for homework and stuff. And so, given this extra time, I have to figure out how I'm going to spend it. Now, part of that time is going to be applying to jobs because in, like I said, 3.5, 4 months, I'm going to have to find myself a big boy job. I'm not too worried about finding a job because I'm a computer science major. That's one of my 2 majors, and that's a very good field for getting work. But moreover, this semester I'm going to have to find ways to occupy my time so that I don't go insane. And it's I think I read this in a Reddit comment a while back, and it really just, or maybe it was a Cracked article or something. Your success as a person really just has to do with how you manage your free time. And that's especially so after I will graduate and I won't have school to occupy my time anymore. And so your success as a person has to do with not only professionally, like I'm a computer science major, so some of my free time has to be spent keeping up on programming and the latest technologies, making sure I'm up to snuff in the world of the big freaking big world of computer science, but it has to do with your mental well-being. You have to keep yourself occupied with interesting hobbies, and you have to have a good social life with friends and loved ones and all that good stuff to keep yourself healthy and, you know, be a good, well-rounded human being. And where was I going with this? Where I'm going with this is that now that I have more time, now that I won't be spending so many hours of the day worrying about homework and going to class and everything, I'm faced with an interesting problem where I actually have more time than I kind of know what to do with. And so there's a lot of different things I could do in my free time, and there's I don't want to get too off topic here. Let me take a step back and say that there's always sort of things that you're supposed to be doing, and whatever stage you're at in life, and you kind of know what those are. For instance, where I'm at, I'm kind of supposed to go to school. You know, I have to go to lecture and do my homework and go through the motions and jump through the hoops. And I'm kind of supposed to eat well and go out and try to have a decent social life with good friends, and I have to stay physically active so I don't become a big potato, because potatoes tend to be mashed into things that are eaten, so that doesn't sound like a thing I want to be, a potato. And it's I guess the point I'm trying to make is that when I graduate, it's going to be interesting because it's a lot more open-ended. I'm going to have a lot more freedom, not only in that because I won't have to do schoolwork, I'll potentially have a lot more free time, but I will have more money. It's a radical concept to be paid for my time rather than paying as I do when I go to school. And because of all that, I'm kind of having to figure out what it is that I want to really invest my time in, given that I now have time to invest. That's the long-winded point I'm getting to. And because of that, I've been trying to come up with good hobbies to do, and ones that are interesting and I can hopefully get good at and share with other people. And I have had some luck there. For instance, I've been messing around with indie game development. I mean, I love video games to death. I play them all the time. I think they're fantastic. And for a long time, it's been a kind of dream of mine to create a game, you know, to contribute back to this space that I get so much enjoyment out of. The thought of some guy going up to his friend and saying, "Hey man, have you played this game?" and have that game be one that I actually created and put a lot of work into, that is amazing to me. And that is good. I think the drive that I have to, the drive and the inspiration and the ambition to create something like that is very good. However, it comes with its downsides, and the word that I would best use to describe those downsides is panic. And to explain myself a little further, what I'm talking about is, as I've said like 7 times now, I have a lot of free time now and relatively few responsibilities. I also happen to be in good physical health, and I have some money, and I have a nice apartment, and I kind of have all the weapons I need, to quote Sucker Punch, as it were, to take the example of indie game development, to make a game if I wanted to make it. And I also know that in the future, a little further forward, say several years from now, theoretically, I will, I don't know, get married and have kids and have a car, which will take some time to drive back and forth, and I'll buy a house, and I'll have a lot more responsibilities, which of course will come with great rewards as well, but there will just be time sinks and money sinks. And so part of me feels like if there were ever a time to really make all my dreams a reality, it would be now, because I'm in a perfect position to really do great things if I could only find the drive and the inspiration to do it. And that's the other point I want to make, is it's difficult. Knowing my perfectionist attitude that I have about myself, knowing how much time I have, and knowing my own abilities and weaknesses, I feel very driven to create. That's why I'm making this video. I want to create, and I want to share. I want to kind of get myself out there, which is a good feeling to have. However, it makes it so that every second I'm not doing those things, I kind of beat myself up. I'm sure a lot of other people are in the same boat, where I feel like I have so much potential. I have good prospects going forward. I can do so much good in the world around me, and I can make myself a really good person if I can play my cards right, and of course I almost have so many possibilities ahead of me that it can be very daunting, and I don't want to make the wrong decision. That's something that unfortunately occupies a lot of my thoughts a lot of the time, is I want to make sure that I'm not doing the wrong thing. And of course the tricky part about that is that there is no quote-unquote right or wrong thing. There actually is no moral police. Doesn't exist. And so really the definition of right and wrong comes down to what I think I want to do with myself, what makes me feel good, and what makes my friends feel good, what puts me in a good position and hopefully makes the world a little bit better, which is exciting, and it can also be stressful if not properly managed. I know myself well enough to know that that feeling of panic that I'm not doing the right thing can be a little overwhelming at times. And it can prevent me from sometimes doing anything at all. I'll just sit there worrying about whether I'm doing the right thing rather than just doing something and making some progress. Anyway, that's the end of the video, so I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.